In a world where billionaires flaunt yachts and mansions, one man built a fortune only to vanish it into shadows of good deeds. Chuck Feeney, the unassuming co-founder of duty-free shoppers, secretly donated over $8 billion, equivalent to trillions in impact, while living like an average Joe. No plaques, no parades, just pure anonymous change. This deep dive reveals the untold stories behind his giving while living revolution, from transforming universities to brokering peace. If tales of humble wealth inspire you, like those of Buffett or Carnegie, stick around. Hit like, subscribe, and let's uncover the secret giver.
Charles Francis Feeney was born on April 23, 1931, in Elizabeth, New Jersey, to working-class Irish-American parents. His mother, Madeline, was a dedicated Red Cross nurse, often helping neighbors in need, instilling in Chuck a quiet sense of duty. His father, Leo, worked as an insurance underwriter, scraping by during the Great Depression. Times were tough. The family shared a modest home, and young Chuck learned resourcefulness early. At age 10, he hustled by selling Christmas cards door to door, earning his first profits. This entrepreneurial spark grew. As a teen, he shoveled snow and sold golf balls retrieved from water hazards. After high school, Feeney enlisted in the U.S. Air Force during the Korean War, serving as a radio operator in Japan. This experience broadened his worldview, exposing him to global cultures and inequalities. Using the GI Bill, he became the first in his family to attend college at Cornell University in 1952. There, he funded his studies by selling sandwiches to dorm mates, a small venture that foreshadowed his retail genius. These humble roots shaped Feeney's smart living ethos: work hard, save wisely, and use resources for greater good, not personal glory.
Fresh from Cornell, Feeney spotted opportunity in the post-war travel boom. In 1958, he moved to Europe, selling tax-free cars and liquor to U.S. Navy personnel. Teaming with classmate Robert Miller and others, he co-founded Duty-Free Shoppers, or DFS, in 1960. Starting with a single store in Hong Kong, they targeted tourists, avoiding duties on luxury goods like perfumes, watches, and spirits. By the 1970s, DFS exploded, securing exclusive concessions in airports worldwide, from Hawaii to Europe. Feeney's innovation? Understanding traveler psychology, impulse buys in transit zones. At its peak, DFS generated billions, making Feeney a paper billionaire by the 1980s. But unlike flashy tycoons, he reinvested profits and lived modestly. In 1988, he sold his stake to LVMH for $1.63 billion. But the untold twist: Feeney had already secretly funneled most assets into philanthropy years earlier, viewing wealth as a temporary tool. This empire-building phase highlights smart living. Spot opportunities, scale efficiently, but always plan for purposeful exit.
In 1982, at the height of his success, Feeney made a radical move. He transferred nearly all his DFS holdings, valued at billions, to create the Atlantic Philanthropics, a Bermuda-based foundation. Why Bermuda? For anonymity and tax efficiency, allowing quiet operations. For 15 years, Feeney gave in complete secrecy, forbidding his name on any gift. His team operated like a covert network, scouting projects worldwide. Untold stories abound. Feeney would fly economy to site visits, assessing needs firsthand without fanfare. A 1997 lawsuit over the DFS sale forced partial revelation, but he downplayed it, saying,
I had one idea that turned out to be a very good idea. This chapter of Shadows underscores his belief. True giving needs no applause. It was pure, smart living, maximizing impact while minimizing ego.
Over 40 years, Atlantic dispersed $8 billion to 1,000-plus grantees in education, health, peace, and civil rights. Education topped the list, nearly $1 billion to Cornell, funding biotech centers and scholarships. In Ireland, $1.3 billion supported universities like University of Limerick and Queen's University Belfast, $132 million, boosting research and infrastructure. Health initiatives transformed lives. $270 million to Vietnam for hospitals and public health. AIDS programs in South Africa. Pediatric care in Cuba, despite U.S. embargoes. Peace efforts included $570 million to Northern Ireland, aiding the Good Friday Agreement. In Australia, $400 million modernized universities. Anecdotes reveal depth. FEENEY anonymously funded Operation Smile for cleft palate surgeries, impacting thousands of children. His big bets on underfunded areas created ripple effects, proving smart philanthropy scales change exponentially.
Despite billions, FEENEY'S lifestyle screamed smart frugality. He wore a $15 Casio watch, flew coach, ate at diners, and lived in rented apartments. Keeping only $2 million for himself, he embodied giving while living. Donate now to see results. Influenced by Carnegie, he urged, "Try it, you'll like it." This humility wasn't sacrifice. It was joy in purpose. Chuck FEENEY passed on October 9, 2023, at 92, having emptied his foundation in 2020. His story inspired the Giving Pledge, showing wealth's true value in giving. Apply his smart living. Give boldly, live humbly. Share your giving story below. Like, subscribe, and notify for more. Explore our Buffett and Carnegie docs.